Welcome trainers, Watts here, and holy nuts and a banana cream pie, this is insane. This is, oh my gosh, if you haven't heard by now, basically, I think, the entire Pokemon Sun and Moon games have gotten leaked via data mining of the pre-download that you can do for it right now. So that is just insane. So I will link what I'm about to go over in the description. This guy has been making some Pokemon Sun and Moon data mining content, and it's pretty good. So let's just go over this. So first off, what I want to talk about initially is that Rowlet/Decidueye gets access to Sword Dance and Baton Pass, which is really cool. It's going to be pretty insane in singles, and I mean in doubles that won't make too much of a difference, but it's just some really cool moves that he has access to. So here's Dark Trick stats, and then there's, if we move on, let's go to Decidueye's official base stats. Oh good lord, where is it? There. Okay, so this is a mixed attacker with 107 attack and 100 special attack. So a lot of stats going into its attack and not a ton going into its defenses, actually, because it gets good special defense at 100, very low special defense at 75, so that's iffy, and its HP has actually ended up being low at 78, or it's actually decent, but its speed is 70, which isn't awful. It could be used with a choice scarf or something like that, but I'm not certain that this Pokemon wants to do that, because it gets access to Sword Dance, Baton Pass, and it can just trap your opponent in, and then just with its signature attack, and then just keep them there, set up freely on them. If you get a correct prediction on who the opponent's going to switch in, and you lock them in, it's pretty crazy. And yeah, just being able to set up consistently and then Baton Pass to your next Pokemon, that's pretty crazy. And it gets Defogs, so that's cool. It gets U-turns, that's good. So moving away from its moves, I was actually somewhat only correct on one of the starter hidden abilities, and that's not going to be Decidueye, because Decidueye gets a new hidden ability called Long Reach. The Pokemon uses its moves without making contact with the target, so that's pretty cool. It's really good at no Rocky Helmet damage, no reduction in attack from a Aegislash, and no chip damage from Rough Skin, anything like that. So it's just a nice effect. It's not a game-breaking ability, but it's nice. It helps. So yeah, that's its ability. Pretty cool. And its move pool is actually really good, but its stats are lackluster at best. So let's just move on to Incineroar. So Incineroar, oh geez, okay. So first of all, Litten has a speed stat that is 1 less than Froakie. And I was just thinking, like, what? There's no way Incineroar is a fast mon, that'd be insane. And lo and behold, when it evolves, so it gets larger when it evolves to Torracat, but then it goes way down when it evolves to Incineroar. But Incineroar's stats are pretty insane at 95 HP, 115 attack, 90 defense, 90 special defense, and then 80 special attack, 60 speed. Doesn't matter. These stats are really solid. Its defenses are very good, its HP is good, its attack is good, and it gets Intimidate as its ability. So Incineroar is undeniably, in my opinion, going to see VGC playability. It gets access to Fake Out. Oh my gosh, man, this Pokemon's going to be really awesome in VGC. It's so bulky. It's got a great offensive typing with great attack stat and one of the best abilities in VGC history. That is awesome. This Pokemon is going to be a threat. And then for singles, it's got Bulk Up. That's pretty cool. So let's just move on real quick to the next one. Wait, let's look at these. Okay, so it gets Taunt. That's decent, but it's not fast enough to really use that. It gets Earthquake. Nice. U-turn as well. Will-O-Wisp. Very cool. Sword Dance. And okay, so if it gets like just one good stab fire type attack and dark type, Darkest Lariat. The user swings both arms and hits the target. The target's stat changes don't affect this attack's damage. Okay, so that was the dark type signature move. So that's a really solid signature move. That's actually really, really good. And if it gets, so it gets a pretty solid dark type attack, and if it gets a solid fire type physical attack, then oh yeah, it gets Flare Blitz. This Pokemon is guaranteed to see play basically. It's got great dark type, great fire type stab moves, and that's really good coverage. And then it's got insane stats, access to Fake Out, Intimidate. This Pokemon is really, really good for VGC. Wow. This is definitely going to be the best out of the 3 starters, I think, unless Primarina can take it back. So let's check out Popplio / Primarina stats. So this is definitely going to be a special attacker, and that actually has pretty good stats for a secondary mon. Wow. 91 special attack is nothing to scoff at, and 81 special defense with 69 defense can actually make for a possible Violite using Pokemon, so that's pretty cool right there. And then let's move on to Primarina. So let's first look at this ability. So this ability is Liquid Voice. All sound-based moves become water-type moves. Can we just let that sink in? That is so good. That is so freaking good. If it gets access to like Hyper Voice, water type Hyper Voice, that's insane. That is so good. Let's just check its stats, or check its move pool real quick. Wait, before the move pool, let's get into its stats. So it's got the, according to him, I believe it's got the highest special attack and the highest special defense out of any starter ever, both. So that is just absurd. Like 126 special attack and 116 special defense, those are both absurdly good. And then 80 HP is solid. 74 defense is a little low, but this thing can definitely be a massive tank that deals massive damage, kind of like Melodic. It's very slow, however, but its typing is so good. Water Fairy is one of the best typings I've ever seen. We talked about it a bit with Tapu Fini. And yeah, it's just a really good... Wow, it gets Energy Ball. That's super interesting. So let's see. There is going to be Ice Beam, insanely strong. And Perish Song, that's really, really interesting. Okay, so Sparkling Area is a 90 base power water type special move. Nobody expected that to be that powerful. So I guess the removing burn is more of a drawback than a good thing. But a 90 base power water special move, super, super solid right there. And then you can theoretically use it on your own Pokemon if they're burned and they resist it. So that's cool. And Encore, it's not fast enough to use that. It gets access to Toxic. It's very reputable for singles. Psychic, Shadow Ball. Wow, really insane move pool here. But it looks like it doesn't get access to Moonblast. Oh, it does get Moonblast. Alright, where'd it go? Okay, I saw the Moonblast there. So, yep, there it is, Moonblast. Okay, so, and Hydro Pump, nice. So, Moonblast, this thing is definitely going to be good. Wait, I wanted to make sure if it got like Hyper Voice or something, because that would actually be absurd. Oh my lord, guys, this is going to be insane. This one is going to be an insane threat in VGC. It has a water Hyper Voice. That is so great. That is so great for VGC. And so you got the water Hyper Voice, the Moonblast, and then like Hydro Pump Protect maybe, just for like a single hit water type attack. Or let's see if it gets anything else really, really interesting. Or just Ice Beam for better coverage. It's really, really, really solid coverage. So this thing definitely seems like it's going to be good. It gets access to Scald as well, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. And Substitute, that's cool. Wow, this bond seems really, really good. It is unfortunate because Decidueye is my favorite looking starter, but I feel like it is actually the weakest out of the three, but I think they're all like very, very, very solid and could definitely see play. Decidueye I think is more of a singles type of Pokemon, but it definitely could like fill some sort of niche role in VGC, which would be really cool. It gets Sucker Punch, that's super, super good. It gets Feather Dance, that's nice. Brave Bird, wow, okay. Yeah, this could definitely be a potential threat in VGC. But it's hard to say on Decidueye. It's one of those more oddball Pokemons. It gets Slow Sleep, interesting. But I think Incineroar, definitely scary in VGC. This is definitely going to be a used Pokemon, in my opinion. And Primarina, I think is likely. Decidueye, maybe. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast just looking at Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, we're so close. We're like 10 days away, 9 days away. And this is insane how much information we're getting. I'm going to cover it all for you guys. So please subscribe so you can see all the updated information. And thanks for watching. Peace.